Hi, guys. Welcome again to another beautiful day. Wow, a lot is happening, and we just have to talk about it. Now, she's laying claims that Minnesotans will be safer with ICE out of their communities. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Ilhan Omar. She's the one making these claims. Now, let's delve into it.
Miss Patty, as a matter of law and according to ICE's own policy, ICE could not arrest and detain U.S. citizens. Did they give you a reason for your legal detention, and do you remember what the actual agency that made the arrest was?
They said when they arrested us that they were arresting us for obstructing a federal operation, but
And do you know to this day if you've been charged with anything?
no, to this day I've not been charged with anything. There were no cars in front of them. We weren't blocking them in. We weren't at an active ICE raid. They also never identified themselves as ICE. They didn't say that on their uniforms. So,
Do you recall if you were fully booked? Like fingerprinted, photos taken?
we were not fingerprinted. Our photos were not taken. No.
So just held hostage and then released, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Mayle, is there any constitutional way in which these arrests are legally possible by ICE and border agents when it comes to legal residents and citizens?
Well, I mean, for any arrest, I mean, someone can be arrested for unlawful activity. But I mean, what we are seeing is far from that. You know, at the sites of some of this activity with observers and protesters, these are chaotic scenes. But we are seeing actions from the government that are escalating, that are violent, that are not disciplined, that are not using any proper rules of engagement. Citizens, observers, protesters, Minnesotans are rightfully upset about what they're seeing. Seeing people murdered, they're seeing people shot at, they're seeing people dragged from their homes and from cars, and they're coming out. For the most part, what we're seeing is escalation from DHS forces.
Yeah. Thank you. And Chief McCarthy, we in Minneapolis, we're seeing arrests being made at gas stations, cars being left behind. The mayor testified to one car being left on as the person was detained, rolling into the street. Is that a normal behavior for law enforcement when they make an arrest for them to leave vehicles running or to leave vehicles at the site of the arrest?
Thank you for the question, ma'am. No, it is not.
And why is that?
Well, because we are responsible for the welfare and safety of everybody, including the people that we arrest. And people have a right to be secure in their persons and property. Part of that is us securing their property and making sure that it's not subject to another crime, such as theft or a traffic issue.
And do you know any training that would allow local or federal law enforcement to leave these vehicles where they've been left?
I can only speak to local or statewide, and no, that is contrary to our training and policy.
Mr. Hussein, you heard the testimonies of citizens only holding areas. You spoke to the trauma of being a refugee who comes from a war-torn country. What do you think it is psychologically, this occupation is psychologically doing to people who already hold a lot of trauma?
Thank you for that. As we know, Somali Americans are about 98% permanent residents or U.S. citizens. What we are seeing is those U.S. citizens being harassed at work, whether they're driving Uber, whether they're going to work. We also know that people are afraid to go out because being Somali now means you're at risk of being stopped. And that is something that the entire community is sharing. And we're seeing our businesses now, some of our business owners saying that about 70% of their customers are not returned. This is a widely impacting our community. But at the same time, I've also seen the resiliency in my community. I've seen just last night meeting with young leaders in Cedar Riverside who are standing up, who are declaring their Americanism and fighting back, and that is also inspiring. I saw the same in St. Cloud, where these young people and community are waking up to realizing they're learning about their rights, they're executing their rights, and they're standing up. And for the first time, I think for Minnesotans, we are coming together as a state, as a community. Renee Good is a symbol of hope, is a symbol of the countless people that Amelia talked about who are out every single day standing up for their neighbors. And many people across this country do not know how great Minnesota is. And my father always says that we came to a cold place, but we found a place with people with warm hearts, and that is true. And so we are coming together in this moment in such big ways.
Thank you.
A powerful statement from Ilhan Omar is fueling a heated national debate after she sharply criticized ICE operations in Minnesota. Omar argues that certain enforcement actions are creating fear and instability, while supporters of ICE say those operations are necessary for law and order. This isn't just politics, it's a clash over safety, rights, and how immigration enforcement should work. So the real question is, are these policies protecting communities or dividing them? Let's get into it. Original credit to creators, whose video we use for illustration and example.
Yeah, these Somalis are freaking out. They are officially freaking out. Yeah, including Ilhan Omar. They are officially freaking out because President Trump has had it. He's tired of this shit. He is tired of all of these foreign nationals who think we owe them something, that they're entitled to what we have. If your country is so great, I agree with him 100% when he said this in the Oval Office just today and then yesterday, when he says, if your country is so damn great, why don't you go back? What are you doing here freezing your ass off in Minnesota if your tropical country is so beautiful and so fresh, so clean? Why don't you go back there? Have y'all been seeing these videos that have been posted? I don't know who's posting them, but it's apparently some people out of Somalia who are posting these beautiful pictures of mountains and the countryside. And I'm like, you clearly are not anywhere near Mogadishu, right? You must be in some remote part where nobody really goes, because I guarantee Somalia is not a vacation destination. When is the last time you seen them on a travel website? Because I haven't. Get out. Get out. We're done. Y'all have been stealing our money. Okay? You've been stealing. Please don't gaslight me. Don't try, because it's not possible. You have been stealing. The Department of Justice continually posts every day on how bad these Somali pirates have been stealing from us through feeding our future and their fraud scheme, where this dude claims that he was feeding 6,000 children a day. Negro, please. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? What? In the dead of winter, you got 6,000 people who are coming out just dredging around in the snow in Minnesota with 2 feet of snow waist deep. And, up here. And y'all is somehow feeding 6,000 children a day. Medicaid. They have another scheme where they were making up problem tickets and medical invoices for a supposed autism treatment. Bro, is there any way that they have not been stealing from us? I'm waiting for every single avenue.
Debates like this show about divided opinions on immigration enforcement. Some see protections, others see harm. But understanding both sides is key to seeing the full picture. And Right here, we open to break it down so you can stay informed and not be misled. If you value fact-based commentary, subscribe, share, taught respectfully, and stay informed. This video is intended for commentary, analysis, and educational discussion purposes only. So tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget, turn on your notification button so you can see when we post. I'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.